Gentlemen, listen up because we have an important topic to discuss that needs more attention: your health. Now, men could be under a lot of pressure and stigmas can keep you from wanting to talk about it. But the health choices that you make will have a lasting impact on your life for years to come, both mentally and physically. So joining us is Dr. Joed of Buckeye Health Plan to give you some practical tips on how you can take charge of your life to live healthier. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor.
Thank you for having me.
Now, let's start with the big question. Why is Buckeye Health Plan shining a light on men's health?
Well, as one of Ohio's largest Medicaid managed care plans, we try to raise awareness on important health topics. And today, thank you for having us. We're talking about men's health because there's many important points we want to raise and some stigmas maybe we want to address and change attitudes about.
Well, thank you for joining us as well. So tell us, what are some of those big health issues that men face?
Well, one important thing that men face is they are certainly at risk for certain health conditions such as heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, certain cancers. We want men to recognize that, and we want men to feel comfortable, going to their physicians to be seen and checked for these conditions, early on before they have any symptoms. So a lot of men feel like, I don't need to go to the doctor because I feel fine. We want to kind of dispel that myth and change attitudes toward that. In surveys of men, men have said, they would rather mow the lawn or do the dishes and go see the doctor. And we just want to kind of change those attitudes.
And those attitudes truly are eye-opening. So let's talk a little bit more about the stigma and how Buckeye Health Plan is trying to help end that.
So we recognize that men, again, are at risk for many different health conditions. And for example, one of the major risks would be heart disease. And often someone can suffer from a degree of heart disease and they have very little symptoms. And it's better to identify the heart disease or the condition early on, because if you identify it early on, you have much better outcomes.
Those are serious conditions. So tell us how men can take charge of their health.
Well, one is that we want to stress the importance of making sure that men and women, that they make sure they keep their annual health checks with their providers. And then two, should they start having any symptoms, that they immediately contact their provider for an appointment so that those symptoms can be addressed early on, because early detection helps provide better outcomes.
And in terms of symptoms, sometimes they may not be as prevalent, but that doesn't mean that there isn't something serious that men need to screen for.
That's right. So we know, for example, that men are at risk for prostate cancer, colorectal cancer, and, for example, lung cancer, in addition to diabetes and high blood pressure. And often men are asymptomatic for those conditions. So men should get, and women should get colorectal cancer screening starting at age 45, and men should get prostate cancer screening starting at age 50. The other thing that men sometimes ignore is mental health. We know that about 20% of men suffer from depression or anxiety. And there's actually good treatments for depression and anxiety, and often because of the stigma associated with getting cancer screening or getting mental health assessments, men tend to ignore those. And we want to encourage men to talk to their providers about getting the appropriate health screens and that would include mental health screens.
And not only does seeing your doctor help prevent some of those issues that you told us about or catch them early, but Buckeye Health Plan also offers an incentive for making sure that you not only go to the doctor, but you keep going to the doctor.
Right, correct. So if you keep your appointments with your doctor, if you do other things, you can earn what they call healthy rewards. And those rewards can be used to purchase things like personal care items and healthy foods.
Well, thank you so much, Doctor, for helping men truly take care of their health, both physically and mentally. And for you to learn more, just visit Buckeye Health Plan's website for more information and resources that could help you live a healthier life.